What is going on, guys? As y'all see, I need a freaking haircut. Work got canceled today, and yesterday on my day off I worked on William Holt's Focus. It's a beautiful Focus, has a lot of parts on it, mostly suspension related. And for the work I did, he traded me this ST, which is Suspension Techniques rear sway bar that I'm going to be installing on my Focus, which is absolutely filthy right now. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get it installed, and it's cool. There's two adjustment points. I want to say one's like 50 and one's 30% stiffer. Obviously, the closer you get to the bar with the holes, the stiffer it's going to get because it doesn't have as much lever action. So I'm going to start off with just the stiffest setting it has, 50, and if I don't like it, I'll go to the 30. But I feel like it'll help this car. I already feel like this car handles honestly pretty well, but it could be better, like anything. So yeah, so I'm going to get underneath after I jack this thing up and put it on some jack stands, and we're going to get to it. This thing was used. I don't think it was used for that long. Bushings and stuff are in good shape. So yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to grease everything up once we go to install those, so we don't get any kind of squeaking or squeals or nothing like that. And then we'll take it for a ride. So let me get underneath and remove my stock one. Alright guys, so I got my wheels off, and now as you can see, I actually need some new tires. And yeah, it is slightly leaned up. I got it mostly jacked up, but I got my jack stands underneath it, and it's still primarily on the jack for right now. I'm just gonna kind of leave it like this. The jack stands are tight and flush up against it. But yeah, so what you're gonna do is come over here, and you're going to get your end links off, which are going to be a 14. Let me see if I can. I got this little swivel nut, so we can kind of keep it away from stuff. And then if this whole thing starts to spin, what you'll do is you get a 14 wrench and a 5mm Allen key. So hopefully we can get this off without the whole thing spinning. That'd be really nice right now. But I'm going to try to break these loose on both sides. I know my ratchet can break them loose, or my impact gun obviously has like 1,300 foot-pounds of braking force. But I'm hoping what happens is it doesn't spin, so we'll see. So let me get ahead and try to get these off real quick, and if I get them off using this way, then I'll continue the video. Okay guys, so we were really lucky. Both of them came off, as you see here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head underneath the car, and then you're going to have that bracket and that bracket. And honestly, from looking at my OEM bushings, they look kind of cracked. I don't know. We'll see when we get them out. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and remove these two brackets, and then we'll be able to drop the sway bar down. One quick thing, these are 13s, they're not 14s. The end links over here, 14s, these are 13s. Okay, and after those come loose, you're able to just drop your sway bar. And we're going to come over here and disconnect the end links by just pulling on them. I'm sorry, my gimbal is being fixed right now. It's supposed to be charging all night and then didn't fix, so sent it off for warranty repair. There we go. I'm gonna get the other side off, and I'm gonna pull the sway bar out. Okay guys, here's a side-by-side comparison. See two holes. It's kind of hard to tell the thickness over the camera, but you can tell that this one is actually considerably thicker than this stock one. And like I said, we got the two different settings. I want to say this is probably a little closer to factory setting, but still 30% stiffer because the bar is a different kind of metal. I want to say it's cold forged steel, and then this is like 50% better than the stock bar, or stiffer. So yeah, now we're just gonna go opposite, but first I'm gonna grease these. I'll show y'all how to do that. If not, you'll get creaking noises and stuff. Ask William about it. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and put these bushings on and grease them up nice and good, and then get everything back in place and put this on and go test out the bar. Okay, so I have this just multi-purpose lithium grease is what I'm going to use. I've had this shit for actually years. Is there better stuff? I'm sure there is. Will it work? Yep. So what I'm going to do is, obviously I got gloves on now, I'm going to stick my finger in here. I'm going to lube up the inside part of here, which actually sits on the sway bar itself, and then I'm also going to lube up the outside part where the bracket sits, just so we make sure we have good lubrication. You don't need a whole lot, but be generous with it, if that makes sense. So you don't need to be too crazy with it, but don't go too light with it either. You want to make sure there's a good amount in there. And I'll try to show y'all that once I get them on. So let me pick up this bar, which is considerably heavier than the stock one, and I'm gonna lube up my bushings and put my bushings on. Alright guys, super easy install, definitely less than an hour, probably about 30 minutes or less, just depends on how much you're taking your time. I got everything tightened down and whatnot, so I'm going to put my wheels back on, and then I'm going to set this thing on the ground, and we're going to go around the block and see if I can notice a good difference of just minimal cornering while everyday driving. See if I can just make it feel as if it's stiff. Alright guys, you can see everything's kind of settled down a little bit. It's gone into place. I'm getting no kind of noise, no knocking noises, no creaking noises, and the car feels I don't even know how to describe it. It feels completely different in the corners, even just at low speeds around the neighborhood. I took 1 or 2 corners kind of quick around the neighborhood, just at like 30 or 40, and yeah, the car it feels planted, it feels firm, it feels like it should have came from the factory, and just all together the steering feels tighter, especially around corners. Highly recommend. I want to say these bars go for like $140 or so. Again, I highly recommend. I'll probably end up upgrading my sway bar end links eventually, but for right now they're still doing good and doing their job. So yeah, I'm really happy with that, and I'm really happy with how easy that was to install. I had no headaches at all. So yeah guys, hope this video helps if anybody's on the fence about it. Yeah guys, so I know CJ Pony makes a lot of videos for these cars, but they got like a 4-point lift and all these tools and stuff. I'm a guy in my garage. I do have quite a bit of tools. I don't have all the tools I need necessarily for this car specifically. I have mostly for the Prelude, so I'm still building my tool base up for this, but I have a lot of tools anyway, and I didn't have a lack of any for what I just installed on this. So if anybody's needing any help with their Focus in the Houston area and doesn't want to take it to a big shop or something, I'm more than willing to help you work on it. Just hit me up if I have time. If not, you know, I do work full time and I have a family, but if it's quick, easy install like William yesterday, helping him install those parts, more than happy to. Anyway guys, I hope this video helps. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm over 400 almost 30 subscribers. It's insane how much my YouTube is growing, and I love each and every single one of y'all for that. I never thought in a million years that 430 people would want to sit here and listen to me talk. Anyway guys, later.